Deep within the rolling hills of Romania lies a region steeped in myth and history. This is Transylvania. It is a land of ancient forests and fortified churches, a place where time seems to move at a different pace. Hidden in its very heart is a city that is quietly coming into its own. This city is Cluj-Napoca. It is a destination that whispers stories of the past, while humming with the energy of the present. For too long, it has remained one of Europe's best-kept secrets, a place waiting patiently to be discovered not by the hurried tourist, but by the thoughtful traveler. Imagine a morning here. The first light of dawn spills across a sea of red-tiled roofs. It catches the spires of Gothic churches, turning stone into gold. The air is still and cool. The only sounds are the distant, melodic chimes of church bells calling the city to wake. Below, in the winding cobblestone streets, the day begins. The aroma of freshly baked bread drifts from small bakeries. Café owners set out their tables, preparing for the first customers of the day. This is a city that reveals itself slowly in these quiet, sensory moments. It invites you to pause, to listen, and to see. Cluj-Napoca is not a city that shouts for your attention. It does not boast of grand monuments on every corner. Instead, its charm is more subtle, more cinematic. It unfolds in the details. You can find it in the intricate ironwork of a balcony. You can see it in the faded grandeur of a Baroque facade. It is present in the quiet courtyards hidden behind unassuming wooden doors. This is a city built for exploration, a place where every narrow alleyway promises a new discovery. It rewards those who wander without a map, who allow their curiosity to be their guide. This journey into Cluj is a journey into the soul of Romania itself. It is an exploration of a place that has gracefully navigated the currents of history. It has absorbed centuries of different cultures, Hungarian, Saxon, Romanian, creating a unique and harmonious blend. Here you can feel the layers of time beneath your feet. The stones of the old town have witnessed kingdoms rise and fall. They have seen empires expand and recede. And now they form the foundation of a modern, vibrant European city, ready to share its remarkable story with the world. Cluj-Napoca exists in a beautiful, delicate balance. It is a city of two worlds seamlessly woven together. Here the ancient and the modern do not clash. They coexist in a graceful dance. Historic buildings from the Austro-Hungarian Empire stand proudly next to contemporary art galleries and bustling tech hubs. This unique duality is the city's defining feature. It offers a travel experience that feels deeply rooted in tradition and refreshingly forward-looking. It is a place where you can spend the morning exploring a medieval bastionette and the afternoon in a specialty coffee shop. This city is a haven for the slow traveler. It is for those who seek more than just a checklist of sights. It is for those who wish to connect with a place on a deeper level. Cluj encourages a slower pace. It invites you to linger over a cup of coffee in a sunlit square. It beckons you to spend hours in a quiet, dusty bookshop. It asks you to simply sit on a park bench and watch the rhythm of daily life unfold around you. This is a destination that offers the rare gift of time to observe, to reflect, and to truly be present in the moment. Our exploration will peel back the layers of this fascinating city. We will wander through its historic heart, where every stone tells a tale. We will discover the vibrant cultural pulse that makes Cluj a hub for artists and students and thinkers, from its world-renowned film festivals and music festivals to its intimate theaters and galleries. The city buzzes with creative energy. We will see how this modern spirit is fueled by a young, dynamic population turning Cluj into one of Eastern Europe's most innovative cities. This is a place of constant, gentle transformation. Ultimately, Cluj-Napoca is a city of surprising discoveries. It challenges preconceptions about Romania and reveals a side of the country that is sophisticated and creative and full of warmth. It is a city that feels both grand and intimate, lame, historic, and alive. It is a place where you can find solitude in a centuries-old botanical garden and then immerse yourself in a lively street market just moments later. This is the story of Cluj-Napoca, a cinematic gem in the heart of Transylvania. Waiting to welcome those who are looking for something truly different. Our journey into Cluj's past begins in its monumental heart, Piața Unirii or Union Square. This is the city's largest and most significant public space, a grand open-air salon framed by centuries of architectural history. Stepping into the square is like stepping onto a vast stage. The sheer scale is breathtaking. It is a place where people have gathered for centuries, for celebrations, for protests, for markets, on Aachen, for quiet contemplation. The air here feels charged with the weight of history. Magnificent buildings line its perimeter. The architecture is a testament to layered heritage, opulent Baroque palaces, elegant neoclassical facades, Art Nouveau details. Each building tells a different story. From a Hungarian stronghold to a center of the Austro-Hungarian Empire to a proud Romanian city. The Banfi Palace, now the National Museum of Art, is Baroque grandeur, ornate carvings and stately presence, a living museum of styles. The square is the vibrant, beating heart of modern Cluj. In the morning, quiet transit and commuters. By midday, cafés spill onto the cobbles. In the evening, golden light and couples strolling. This flow keeps the square alive. At the center, the equestrian statue of Matthias Corvinus, a powerful king born here. His presence watches over the square. The statue is a popular meeting point. To stand in Union Square is to stand at the crossroads of time. Dominating the eastern side of Union Square is the magnificent St. Michael's Church, a towering Gothic sentinel that has watched over Cluj for more than 600 years. Its construction began in the 14th century. Its presence is so profound that it seems less like a building and more like a natural feature of the city's landscape, and as permanent as a mountain. The church is a masterpiece of Transylvanian Gothic architecture, its soaring spire reaching towards the heavens as if in a perpetual state of prayer. Its sheer size and intricate stonework speak to the faith and ambition of the medieval craftsmen. It stands as the city's spiritual anchor. As you approach, details of the exterior reveal themselves. The walls are a tapestry of weathered stone. Elaborately carved gargoyles peer down from the eaves, their grotesque forms warding off evil. The main portal is a work of art, arches adorned with sculptures of saints, biblical figures, each telling a scriptural story. The church has witnessed countless historical events, royal coronations, religious reformations, and its stones absorb this resonant history. It is a silent witness to the city's soul. Stepping inside is humbling. The vast, cavernous interior quiets the bustling square. Sunlight filters through stained glass windows, casting colorful patterns on the stone floors and massive pillars. The air is cool and still, thick with the scent of old wood, stone, and incense. The nave draws the eye upward to intricate vaulted ceilings arcing high above, creating awe and reverence. Here in quiet dimness you feel the spiritual weight of generations. The church holds priceless art and history. The oldest section, the altar, dates to 1390. Its intricate triptych, a medieval masterpiece. The pulpit, carved from a single stone, showcases Renaissance skill. Every corner holds the past, ancient frescoes beneath layers of plaster, the grand organ whose music has echoed for centuries. St. Michael's Church is more than an architectural landmark. The enduring heart of Cluj, a timeless symbol of faith, art, and history. Just a short walk from the grandeur of Union Square, tucked away on a quieter street, stands a modest yet profoundly significant building, the Matthias Corvinus House. This simple Gothic structure, with its unadorned facade and arched stone doorway, it is the birthplace of one of medieval Europe's most powerful and enlightened rulers. Born here in 1443, Matthias Corvinus would go on to become King of Hungary and Croatia, a celebrated military leader, a great patron of the arts and sciences. The house serves as a humble origin story, a reminder that even the grandest histories often begin in the most unassuming of places. The existence of this house speaks to Cluj's importance as a major medieval city, a place of wealth and influence capable of producing a future king. Today, the building houses the Art and Design University. Passing by its walls, one can almost imagine the city as it was in the 15th century, and a bustling hub of merchants, craftsmen, and nobles. The house is not a grand palace, but its historical significance is immense. It connects the physical streets of modern Cluj to a legendary past, grounding the city's identity in a story of royal power and intellectual curiosity. Beyond this famous birthplace, the historic centre of Cluj is dotted with the former palaces and townhouses of the Transylvanian nobility. As you wander the streets radiating from Union Square, you encounter one magnificent facade after another. These buildings, many of them in the Baroque and neoclassical styles, were the urban residences of powerful Hungarian noble families like the Banfi, Teleki and Was. Their ornate balconies, grand entranceways, hidden inner courtyards, and speak of a bygone era of immense wealth, lavish balls, and political intrigue. They are the architectural footprints of the aristocracy that once dominated life in the region. These palaces now serve new purposes, yet they retain their aristocratic aura. The aforementioned Banfi Palace, a spectacular example of the Baroque architecture, is now the city's art museum, its opulent rooms providing a fit-in backdrop for Romanian and European masterpieces. Other former residences have been transformed into university faculties, libraries, and government offices. This adaptive reuse has allowed the city to preserve its architectural heritage while integrating it into the fabric of contemporary life. The echoes of nobility are not confined to museums. They are part of the living, breathing city, their grandeur shaping the aesthetic and character of Cluj's historic core. To truly understand the historic heart of Cluj, one must venture beyond the main squares and boulevards. The real magic of the old town is found in its network of narrow, whispering streets and hidden passages. These cobblestone alleyways, some barely wide enough for two people to pass, curve and twist like ancient streams. They follow a medieval logic that defies the straight lines of modern urban planning. Walking here feels like stepping back in time. The sounds of the city become muffled, replaced by the echo of your own footsteps and the distant chime of a clock tower. These streets invite slow, aimless wandering. It is along these quiet lanes that you discover the city's more intimate architectural details. Look up and you'll see a jumble of red-tiled roofs, crooked chimneys, intricate ironwork on centuries-old balconies. The buildings lean towards each other as if sharing secrets. Their facades are a patchwork of textures and colors. Crumbling plaster reveals the brickwork beneath, freshly painted walls in soft pastel shades. Small, unassuming wooden doors often lead to unexpected discoveries. A quick peek hints at the life that unfolds behind, the public-facing walls. Every turn reveals a new vignette: light, shadow, stone. Like one of the most enchanting features of Cluj's old town architecture is its hidden courtyards, or curții interioare. Many older buildings are designed around these central open-air spaces, which are often invisible from the street. Stepping through a nondescript archway can transport you from a bustling thoroughfare into a pocket of profound tranquility. Here you might find a vine-covered wall, a forgotten stone well, wooden galleries connecting the upper floors. These courtyards were once the semi-private heart of the building. Residents socializing, residents working, residents finding respite from the city. Today, many of these courtyards have been given a new lease on life. Some host secret gardens, tiny cafés, artisan workshops. Finding them feels like being let in on a local secret. They are microcosms of the city's character, historic, intimate, full of surprising charm. They represent the soul of Cluj's architecture, not always about grand public statements, but the quiet, hidden spaces where history is lived and preserved. These whispering streets and secret courtyards are where the city's past truly comes alive. If the historic squares are Cluj's heart, then its cafés are its lifeblood, pumping energy and conversation through the city's veins. This is a city that runs on coffee, but the culture here is not one of hurried disposable cups. Instead, it is a deeply ingrained ritual of slowness and connection. The cafe is a third space, an extension of both the home and the office, where life is lived, ideas are born, and friendships are forged. From elegant Viennese-style coffee houses with plush velvet seats to minimalist specialty coffee bars run by passionate baristas, the variety is staggering. Each establishment has its own unique character, its own loyal clientele, and its own special way of making you feel at home. The aroma of freshly ground coffee beans is a constant, welcoming presence as you wander through the city. It drifts from open doorways and mingles with the scent of old books or the sweet perfume of rain on cobblestones. To sit in a Cluj cafe is to participate in a daily performance of city life. You watch students hunched over laptops. You see old friends catching up after years apart. You observe business deals being sealed over espressos and new romances blossoming over shared cappuccinos. It is a cinematic experience in itself, a place to simply be and to observe the human story unfold. This vibrant cafe culture is more than just a social phenomenon. It is a reflection of the city's intellectual and creative spirit. Many cafes double as cultural hubs, hosting poetry readings, small acoustic concerts, and art exhibitions on their walls. They are places where conversations about philosophy, technology, and art flow as freely as the coffee itself. In these spaces, the lines between leisure, work, and creativity blur into a seamless whole. The cafe becomes a public living room for a community of thinkers, dreamers, and doers, fostering the collaborative energy that makes Cluj feel so dynamic and forward-thinking. It is a culture that values dialogue and the sharing of knowledge. From the first strong, dark coffee of the morning to a late-night decaf shared under the warm glow of a street lamp, the cafe punctuates the day in Cluj. It is a constant, reliable comfort, a place of refuge from the summer heat or the winter cold. It is where you can feel like a local, even on your first day in the city. The simple act of ordering a coffee and finding a quiet corner to watch the world go by is one of the most authentic experiences Cluj has to offer. It is in these moments of caffeinated contemplation that you begin to understand the relaxed yet vibrant rhythm of life in this remarkable Transylvanian city. Section 2. The student soul, youthful energy and innovation. Cluj is in many ways a city defined by its youth. It is home to several major universities, including the prestigious Babeș-Bolyai University, one of the largest in the country. This massive student population, numbering in the tens of thousands, infuses the city with a palpable sense of energy, optimism and intellectual curiosity. Their presence is felt everywhere, from the crowded trams rattling through the city centre to the lively bars and eateries that stay open late into the night. This youthful spirit prevents the city from ever feeling stagnant or old, constantly challenging traditions and pushing the boundaries of culture, technology and social life. It is the engine of Cluj's modern identity. This academic environment has transformed Cluj into a thriving hub of innovation and technology, earning it the nickname the Silicon Valley of Transylvania. The universities produce a steady stream of highly skilled graduates, particularly in the fields of IT, engineering and medicine. This talent pool has attracted numerous international tech companies and fostered a burgeoning startup scene. The city buzzes with a new kind of energy, one of digital creation and entrepreneurial ambition. This modern, forward-looking identity exists in fascinating harmony with the city's ancient historical backdrop, creating a unique dynamic where medieval towers overlook gleaming new office buildings and co-working spaces. The influence of the student population extends deep into the city's cultural fabric. They are the primary audience for the alternative theatres, the independent cinemas, and the live music venues that dot the city's side streets. They support the small, quirky bookshops and the vinyl record stores. Their demand for affordable, interesting and diverse experiences has shaped the city's commercial landscape, leading to an explosion of creative food concepts, unique bars and eclectic shops. This creates a city that feels constantly fresh and full of surprises, where there is always something new to discover just around the corner, driven by the tastes of a young and engaged community, more than just an economic and cultural force. The students give Cluj its open-minded and cosmopolitan atmosphere. You hear a multitude of languages spoken on the streets as students from across Romania and the world come here to study. This diversity fosters a culture of tolerance and curiosity, making Cluj a welcoming place for visitors. The city feels connected to the wider world, its outlook shaped by the global perspectives of its temporary residents. The student soul of Cluj ensures that while the city honors its deep historical roots, its gaze is always fixed firmly on the future, making it one of the most dynamic and exciting urban centers in Eastern Europe. Section 3, a stage for the world, festivals and the arts. Cluj's reputation as a cultural powerhouse is cemented each year by its world-class festival season. The city transforms into a massive international stage, drawing hundreds of thousands of visitors and global artists. The most famous is the Untold Festival, one of Europe's largest electronic music events. Untold, massive crowd at night. Untold, colourful stage lights above Cluj Arena. For 4 days, the city becomes a fantastical realm of sound and light. Central Park festival scenes, main stadium festival scenes, modern event production set against historic streets. On the other end is the Transylvania International Film Festival, TIFF, art house and independent cinema from around the globe, historic cinemas, screenings, open air square screenings, screenings inside a medieval church. TIFF is a city-wide celebration of cinematic art. It highlights Cluj's intellectual and artistic inclinations, favouring thoughtful storytelling over blockbusters. The festival has nurtured local love for film, placing Cluj on the map for global cinema culture. Beyond these giants, the calendar is packed year-round: jazz festivals in quiet courtyards, street food festivals on boulevards, classical music festivals in ornate halls. The city is home to a vibrant performing arts scene, Hungarian theatre, Romanian national opera. This rich tapestry means you'll stumble on art in public spaces. The festival culture is not just for visitors, it is an integral part of local life. Residents embrace events with pride, volunteering, attending, opening their city to the world. The arts spill out onto the streets: performers, murals, pop-up shows. Cluj as a living, breathing work of art, a place where creativity is actively lived and celebrated by all. Section 4, the colours of tradition, markets and local crafts. To truly connect with the soul of Cluj, one must visit its local markets. These are not just places to buy produce, they are vibrant social hubs where urban life meets timeless Transylvanian traditions. The largest of these, Piața Mihai Viteazu, is a feast for the senses. Farmers arrive at dawn, tables overflowing with seasonal bounty, deep red tomatoes, vibrant green peppers and piles of golden corn in fresh soil, earthy smell, ripe plums, sweet scent, homemade cheeses, pungent aroma. Walking through the market is a deeply human experience. Elderly women in traditional headscarves arranging their jars of zakuska, honey, friendly banter between vendors and their regular customers, a daily ritual built on years of trust. Here you can buy a bag of walnuts from a farmer whose family has been tending the same trees for generations, a block of branza de bourdouf, a sharp sheep's cheese aged in fir bark. This is where you can taste the authentic flavours of the region, unadorned and deeply connected to the land. It's a direct link to the rural heart of Romania. Beyond the food, Cluj's markets and small artisan shops are keepers of traditional craftsmanship. In the hidden corners of the old town, you can still find workshops where artisans practice age-old skills passed down through their families. Leatherworker crafting intricate belts and bags, potter shaping clay on a wheel. These crafts are a tangible link to the region's history, a quiet rebellion against the mass-produced goods of the modern world. Buying a hand-embroidered blouse, a piece of carved wood, feels like acquiring a small piece of Transylvanian heritage. This appreciation for the local and the handmade is a vital part of Cluj's character. While the city embraces modernity and innovation, it has not forgotten the value of tradition. There is a growing movement to preserve and promote these local products, with many modern cafés and restaurants making a point to source their ingredients directly from the market vendors. This creates a beautiful, sustainable cycle that supports the local economy and keeps these traditions alive. The markets and craft shops offer a glimpse into a slower, more deliberate way of life, reminding us of the profound beauty that can be found in things that are simple, authentic, and made with care. For all its youthful energy and bustling street life, Cluj is also a city that deeply understands the value of peace and quiet. It offers numerous sanctuaries where one can escape the urban buzz and find a moment of tranquility. The most beloved of these is the Central Park, a sprawling green oasis just a short walk from the city centre. Its winding paths meander beneath the shade of ancient trees, leading past a serene boating lake and beautifully manicured flower beds. Here the soundtrack of the city changes from the rumble of traffic to the chirping of birds and the gentle laughter of families enjoying a picnic on the grass. The park is a microcosm of Cluj's relaxed pace of life. On a sunny afternoon, you will see people from all walks of life enjoying its simple pleasures. Elderly men gather for a game of chess, their faces etched with concentration. Students lie on blankets, reading books or strumming guitars. Young parents push strollers along the lakeside promenade, stopping to watch the swans glide across the water. The park serves as the city's collective backyard, a place to decompress, to connect with nature, and to simply slow down. It is a reminder that even in a vibrant city, moments of stillness are not just a luxury, but a necessity. Another haven for the quiet soul in Cluj is its many bookshops. These are not just retail spaces, they are sanctuaries for the written word. You can find everything from grand multi-level stores with cafe corners to tiny cluttered shops tucked away on side streets. Their shelves overflowing with treasures. The air inside is always hushed, filled with the comforting scent of paper and ink. Spending an hour browsing the shelves, running your fingers over the spines of books in Romanian, Hungarian, and English is a meditative experience. It is a way to connect with the city's intellectual current in a quiet, personal way, discovering local authors and timeless classics alike. Ultimately, the true culture of Cluj is found in the balance between its lively public life and these private moments of peace. It is a city that allows you to choose your own pace. You can immerse yourself in the energy of a festival crowd one moment and find complete solitude in a hidden courtyard or on a quiet park bench the next. This duality is what makes the city so livable and so enchanting for the slow traveler. It understands that a rich life is not just about excitement and activity, but also about reflection, observation, and the quiet joy of being present in a beautiful place. Cluj-Napoca's appeal extends far beyond its captivating urban core. The city serves as a perfect gateway, a base camp from which to explore the legendary landscapes of Transylvania. This is a region where nature remains untamed. Ancient forests whisper secrets, dramatic mountains guard the horizon. To visit Cluj without venturing into its surrounding wilderness is to read only half of a magnificent story. You can swap cobblestone hum for the silence of a misty valley, often in less than an hour's drive. This proximity to raw, natural beauty is one of Cluj's defining assets. From the city, a tapestry of green unfolds in every direction. Rolling hills cradle the city, a gentle prelude to more dramatic scenery beyond. This is the land that fueled Bram Stoker's imagination. Folklore and nature are deeply intertwined here. Exploring offers a different kind of cinematic experience. Slow, sweeping pans across verdant landscapes, quiet moments watching clouds drift over distant peaks, and a deep, primal connection to the earth. The transition from cultured city to untamed countryside is seamless and breathtaking. Planning escapes is refreshingly simple. Short afternoon hikes, full-day excursions, multi-day treks. Options are plentiful and accessible. Local tour operators offer guided trips. The region also rewards independent exploration by car or by local bus. The journeys themselves are part of the adventure. Roads winding through picturesque countryside, horse-drawn carts, shepherds guiding their flocks. Each route is a thread to a different facet of Transylvania's heritage: mysterious forests, subterranean wonders, mountains that touch the sky. Our journey moves from the city's built environment to the natural world that shaped it. We'll visit places locals go to escape, breathe fresh air, reconnect with roots. We will delve into the eerie silence of a world-famous forest. Descend into a salt mine that feels like another planet. Answer the call of the majestic Apuseni Mountains. These excursions are essential chapters in Cluj's story, revealing the profound relationship between this vibrant city and the wild, beautiful land it calls home. Just a stone's throw from the western edge of Cluj lies a place of profound mystery and captivating beauty, the Hoia Forest, or Pădurea Hoia Baciu. Known to many as the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania, it has gained international fame for its paranormal legends and unexplained phenomena. Yet to step into this forest is to experience something far more subtle and immediate than ghost stories. It is to enter a world of uncanny silence and strange, otherworldly beauty. The trees here do not grow straight. They twist and spiral towards the sky in unnatural curves, their branches reaching out like gnarled, beckoning arms. The effect is mesmerizing, creating a landscape that feels both enchanting and unsettling. The forest's most famous feature is a near-perfect circular clearing in its center, a patch of land where inexplicably almost nothing grows. Locals have known of this place for generations, and it is the epicenter of many of the forest's legends. Standing in the middle of this clearing is a strange experience. The usual chorus of forest sounds, the rustling leaves, the bird song, the insect buzz, seems to fade away, replaced by a heavy, palpable quiet. It is a silence that feels ancient and watchful. Whether you believe the paranormal tales or not, the unique atmosphere of this place is undeniable, a natural anomaly that sparks the imagination and quiets the mind. Despite its spooky reputation, Hoia Forest is a beloved recreational area for the people of Cluj. On any given weekend, you will find families picnicking, trail runners navigating the paths, and mountain bikers weaving through the trees. This everyday activity creates a fascinating contrast with the forest's mystique. It grounds the place in a comfortable reality, showing that it is not just a source of fearful legends, but also a place of natural respite and simple joy. For the visitor, it offers a chance to experience this duality, to feel the thrill of the unknown while enjoying a peaceful walk in a beautiful, albeit unusual, woodland setting. The best time to experience the forest's unique character is in the late afternoon as the sun begins to dip low. This is when the light filters through the crooked branches at sharp angles, casting long, distorted shadows on the forest floor. The silence deepens and the woods take on a truly cinematic quality. It becomes easy to understand why this place has inspired so many stories. A visit to Hoia Forest is more than just a hike. It is an exploration of the boundary between the known and the unknown, a journey into a landscape that challenges our perceptions and leaves a lasting, enigmatic impression. Section 3. Descending into Wonder, the Turda Salt Mine. A short journey southeast of Cluj lies one of the most astonishing and surreal destinations in all of Europe, Salina Turda, the Turda Salt Mine. This is not a dark, cramped tunnel, but a vast subterranean world carved from billions of tons of salt. The experience begins with a descent, either by a modern glass elevator or down long wooden staircases. As you go deeper, the air grows cooler and crisper, and the scent of salt becomes potent. You are entering a hidden kingdom that was mined for centuries, a place of immense historical importance that has been transformed into a breathtaking underground theme park and wellness center. The sheer scale of the chambers is almost impossible to comprehend. The main cavern, the Teresia mine, is a colossal bell-shaped void, 90 meters high. At its base lies a tranquil underground lake, its still, briny waters reflecting the lights that illuminate the salt-encrusted walls. Visitors can rent a small boat and row across the lake, an experience that feels like something from a science fiction film. High above, suspended walkways and wooden structures cling to the walls, allowing you to appreciate the cavern's immense volume. The acoustics are otherworldly. Every sound echoes and reverberates, creating a cathedral of salt. Deeper still, in the Rudolf mine, the space opens up into an even larger chamber containing a truly unexpected site Ferris wheel, mini golf course, amphitheatre. The site is wonderfully absurd and brilliantly imaginative. This fusion of industrial history and modern recreation is what makes Salina Turda so unique. It is a destination that appeals to all ages, a place where you can marvel at the Herculean efforts of medieval miners in one moment and enjoy a ride on an underground amusement in the next. The constant cool temperature and saline air are also believed to have therapeutic properties, drawing visitors for halotherapy treatments. Exploring Salina Turda is a journey through layers of history and geology. The walls of the mine reveal mesmerizing patterns with ribbons of darker minerals tracing lines through the white salt, each one a record of a different geological epoch. You can still see the marks left by the hand tools of miners from centuries past. The mine is a testament to human endurance and ingenuity, but its modern transformation is a masterpiece of creative reuse. It has taken a relic of the industrial past and turned it into a place of wonder, health and play, creating an unforgettable Transylvanian escape that is truly unlike anywhere else on Earth. For those who really want to explore nature, Cluj is the perfect place to start an adventure into the Apuseni Mountains. This mountain range is part of the Western Carpathians, very different from the sharp, tall peaks of the Alps. The Apuseni Mountains are softer, older mountains, rolling hills made of limestone, deep valleys, old-fashioned villages spread out, and lots of caves, a landscape that feels cozy and ancient, where nature and old ways of life have lived together for hundreds of years. The trip from Cluj slowly takes you up into this calm and amazing world. The Apuseni Natural Park is a wonderful place for people who love to hike. Many marked paths lead to beautiful spots. Hike to the edge of canyons like Cela Turzi, a dramatic canyon cutting through limestone. Its tall cliffs are a popular spot for climbers. Walk the Padish Plateaus, wide grassy areas, sinkholes and holes in the ground, wildflowers along the paths. The only sounds you'll hear are the wind and the distant bells of sheep eating grass. Beauty is often in the small things, and a rare flower by the path, or the super clear water of a mountain spring. And the mountains are just as amazing underground. Limestone land with thousands of caves, some open to visitors. Skarishara Ice Cave has one of Europe's largest underground glaciers, a huge block of old ice in a deep crack. Going down into its super cold rooms on a hot summer day is strange and humbling. Bear's Cave, where fossils of 140 cave bears were found, their skeletons preserved for over 15,000 years. These underground worlds reveal how the land was formed. A trip to the Apuseni is like going back in time. The mountains are home to the Mosi people, villages spread across high plateaus, wooden houses, barns with steep roofs. Seeing them work the land using old methods, making wooden tools, piling hay into tall stacks, is like watching history happen. So a visit is more than a nature trip. It's a full experience that connects you to the deep, strong spirit of the Romanian countryside. While the mountains offer wild, untamed nature, the countryside around Cluj is dotted with villages that seem to exist in a different era. Taking a day trip is like peeling back the final layer of Transylvania's identity, revealing time-honored traditions and a slow pace of life. Villages like Romania sit at the foot of the dramatic Piatra Secuiului Massif. They are architectural gems. Romania is known for its unique heritage Identical white houses with green shuttered windows. It testifies to a prosperous mining past and a proud Hungarian community. Wander the streets and feel a profound sense of peace and order. The village has been beautifully preserved, earning awards for architectural conservation. The local museum in an old home shows traditional life, clothing and crafts. The main activity is to walk, admire the uniform houses and against towering limestone cliffs and absorb the tranquility. For the adventurous, a hike up Piatra Secuyuli offers spectacular sunrises with the sun appearing to rise twice behind the split peak. Other nearby villages offer equally authentic experiences. A short drive brings settlements where horse and cart remain the main transport, their rhythmic clatter the afternoon soundtrack. See elderly women on benches outside their gates in traditional black dresses and headscarves, watching the world go by. Life here revolves around the seasons, the church, and the community. Visiting makes you a respectful observer of a culture that values simplicity, self-sufficiency, and a deep connection to land and family. It is humbling and deeply moving. These day trips perfectly complement Cluj's urban energy, showing the rural roots of the city's culture. Buy fresh cheese from a farmer, watch a blacksmith at work, or share a smile with a local tending their garden. These small interactions become the most memorable parts of a journey. They remind us that the heart of Transylvania isn't only in grand cities or wild mountains, but in the enduring spirit of its people and the quiet, timeless beauty of its villages, where the past is not just remembered, but still very much alive. Cluj-Napoca is, in the end, a city that rewards the art of slow attention. It does not reveal its charms all at once, not in a loud or ostentatious display. Instead, its beauty and depth unfold gradually, layer by layer, for those who are willing to pause and observe. It asks you to put away the checklist and simply wander. Let curiosity guide your feet down a narrow cobblestone lane or into a quiet, sun-dappled courtyard. This is where the city's true character resides, not only in grand monuments, but in the subtle interplay of light, the weight of history, and the gentle, unhurried rhythms of daily life. We have walked through its historic heart, standing in the Grand Theatre of Union Square, where architectural echoes of empires converge. We have felt the profound silence within the Gothic majesty of St. Michael's Church, a sentinel of faith and time. We have traced the city's story from the birthplace of a king to the vibrant, youthful energy that fuels its cafés, its festivals, and its innovative spirit. The journey shows a place that has mastered balance, weaving its storied past into a dynamic, forward-looking present, creating a truly unique urban tapestry. We have seen how the city breathes, finding its lungs in the green expanse of Central Park and its soul in the quiet reverence of dusty bookshops. Cluj teaches us culture isn't only the crescendo of a festival or the buzz of a market. It's also the invaluable moments of stillness it offers, constant opportunities for quiet contemplation, whether over a cup of perfectly brewed coffee or on a bench watching the world go by. This balance between vibrant energy and serene tranquility is perhaps Cluj's most endearing quality. From the city we ventured forth, discovering a gateway to the wider wonders of Transylvania. We descended into the surreal subterranean kingdom of the Turda salt mine, felt the enigmatic pull of the Hoya forest, answered the call of the Apuseni mountains, and witnessed life in villages where time seems to have stood still. These escapes are integral, showing the bond between this urban center and the wild mythic landscapes that surround it, enriching the city's identity. Ultimately, Ultimately, Cluj-Napoca is more than the sum of its attractions. It is a canvas upon which each visitor can paint their own experience. Its true gift is the space it provides for personal discovery. Your story of Cluj might be one of architectural marvels, tracing the lines of Gothic arches and Baroque facades. It could be a culinary journey from a bustling market tasting Transylvanian flavors to a sophisticated modern restaurant, or perhaps a tale of human connection with conversations in a cozy cafe and smiles with a friendly local vendor. The city is generous with its potential narratives. It encourages us to look beyond well-trodden tourist paths. It makes the case for quieter, lesser-known destinations where genuine discovery is still possible. Cluj reminds us the best travel often comes not from seeing what we're told to see, but from finding something unexpected that speaks to us personally. It feels authentically Romanian, yet welcomingly cosmopolitan. A place to feel like an explorer and be comfortably at ease. We leave this cinematic city with quiet inspiration, morning light on red roofs, the taste of strong coffee, the echo of history in stone, the hum of youthful optimism. Some of the world's most beautiful stories are not the loudest. They are whispered in the details for a patient listener. It is an invitation to slow down and look closer, to find the magic in the balance between old and new, between vibrant and serene. The journey does not have to end here. The story of Cluj is still being written every day by the people who live there and the travelers who find their way to its heart. Perhaps the next chapter will be yours, your hidden courtyard, your favorite cafe, your quiet moment of discovery in this Transylvanian gem. The invitation is open. The city is waiting. Answer its gentle call and begin your exploration. Thank you for watching EarthProLife. For more cinematic travel inspiration and hidden gems, please like and subscribe. Your support truly helps this channel grow. Have you ever visited Romania or discovered a hidden gem in Europe? Share your experience. Your story might inspire someone's next adventure.